Alright, so this is my review of Venom 3 The Last Dance with spoilers. If you don't see the one without spoilers, links in the description or just go to my channel. It's the last video, is the video before this. So if you haven't watched the movie yet, you should probably go watch the movie and then see this one. Or if you just want spoilers for fun, then sure, you're welcome to be here. So in the last video, I mentioned that the lines are much more hard-hitting and this feels much more like a movie than a feel-good. Like the other two are great, but like this is leagues ahead of them. Like this time Venom was actually funnier. It felt more funny, and and this time it wasn't just Venom like calling Eddie a bitch all the time. Like there was that, but like it wasn't all the time. It wasn't excessive. Where like the whole movie was just Venom roasting Eddie all the time. This time it was either like there is roasting, but then at the second half it got real serious. Venom and Miss Jen dancing was like some of the most was the one of the funniest moments. Venom gambling, that shit was funny as shit. Then Area 51, the decommissioning, and this time there is a proper lore. Unlike the other two, just felt like a pretty average movie lore. But then this time there was a proper lore where like it connected the other two. Remember how in the last video I said that this time there's like a proper storyline. You have to watch the other two movies to get this one. Yeah, so. In the first movie, Riot killed Venom, and then... Well, no, Riot killed Eddie, but then Venom revives him, which created the Codex thing, which is required to free Null. Alright, and if Null is freed, Earth is doomed. Because that's what they went with. So Null sent his xenophages to hunt for the Codex. The xenophages can only see the Codex, by the way. They can't see anything else. And the Codex is only there when Venom is in its full form. Like, it's full-on Venom. Like if it's just Eddie or like if it's just Venom's tentacles popping out or Venom's dick popping out to start jerking off to like Carnage or something, it wouldn't show up. Okay, the Codex will only show up Venom's full body is there, and then they had multiple fights. They were hunted down by the government as well, which made it hard. Eddie actually killed someone with a gun. Eddie killed someone without Venom. Yeah, without Venom. Like they were separated in a fight with the government, with the military. Venom was, morphing the other animals to get back to Eddie, like just morphing into the sea animals. While Eddie over there was like fighting with a guard, he managed to grab the gun and shot him. Like it was crazy shit, bro. And I didn't think that the government stood a chance against Eddie and Venom, but they apparently did. They had the weapons, they had the technology to take them down and then separate them and all that. But then, big plot twist when they were separated and then it came back. It was crazy shit. And yeah. But I think I went a bit too much into the story. But what I'm saying is that there's a proper lore. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. The end. The lore's finale. Like the finale of Venom. Alright? That shit was so hard hitting. That was the first time I've ever cried at the cinema. Like I didn't cry, but like there were tears in my eyes. It was so hard hitting. So what happened was the xenophages, there were too many xenophages, and like even if they beat one, they'll just keep on coming and coming until so they couldn't really do anything about it. So the only way to get it done was to get Venom out of Eddie. So what happened was they just walked out of the helicopter. They were having like pep talk, a final talk, and then they walked out, and then when Venom morphed into full form, the xenophages they started molesting him, they started touching him, they started biting him, they started ravaging on him, like how kids fight for I don't know, candy. And then Venom ejected Eddie out, and then they went to an acid rain area, and then there was acid rain, and Venom dies. And the director had to do this. Like, it wasn't a quick death. It was a slow, painful death for Venom. Like, Venom kept on screaming for pain. And, like, they kept on having a talk and then all that. And even then, it wasn't that. Even after Venom was dead, it was, like, an emotional scene. Like, then there was a general who was talking to Eddie about, like, how his work for the country and, like, his stuff being expunged, like he's no longer in trouble for anything. And then in the final walk, Eddie walks around the street remembering Venom. And guess what song they were playing? They're playing Memories by Maroon 5. Now I can never listen to that song the same way again. Like, it was so sad, like I don't know, man. It's just they're playing Memories by Maroon 5 and all that. But it was a beautifully made movie. It was beautiful. It was perfect. My only problem with the movie was that it wasn't long enough. Like, they didn't put in like one extra character. Even if they put Spider-Man in a cameo, honestly, I would rate this higher than Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home. I would rate this higher than Spider-Man 1 and 2. I would rate this higher than both The Amazing Spider-Man. I would rate this higher than any other Sony movie except No Way Home. No Way Home is the only movie that probably tops out on this. Like, No Way Home just can't be beaten, but this was close. This was there. This was in the same ball sack as, they were tickling ball sacks. If there was a little bit more, even if the movie was like 5 minutes longer, it just had a cameo of Spider-Man, or even if it was like 30 minutes longer, it would have been better than No Way Home. But it just isn't, and like, it was still a beautifully made movie. It's probably like my second or third favorite movie of all time. Honestly, I just love this movie so much. You know what? I love it so much that when it comes like online, I'm just gonna buy it immediately. I don't usually buy movies on Google Play, but I'm gonna do it this time. Probably. I'll see about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.